Hello, welcome back to another episode of Tarot Investigation with your girl Shannel Black. We're going to jump straight into a reading with Jacky O's Jacqueline Smith father, Keith Smith. Now, we just did a reading on who is the real DC Fly of John Whitfield, because we want to know who are the men in Jacky O's life. And because I'm investigating, I'm just speaking to the people that's close to her to kind of get an idea of what was going on in the situation that would cause a beautiful young lady to go and alter herself to the point that it took her off this earth away from her three children. So we just kind of, and we're not pointing fingers at nobody, we just kind of want to get an understanding of the mind of someone who does that. And so to get to that, okay, we're investigating because she left here too soon. And we're just investigating the people that were around her, the people that molded her to who she was today, or to the last day that she passed away. So this is her father, Mr. Keith Smith. From what I know, or what I found out, is that he raised Ms. Jacky O from an infant on up by himself as a single father, because Jacky's mother, I guess she disappeared when she was young. Okay, I don't know what happened to her. And, they never said she passed away. They just kind of said she left, and I don't know if she ever came back. And I didn't see her, but I didn't watch a lot of Jacky O's vlogs, but I did watch a few. I didn't see anyone that looked like Jacky or could have possibly been the mom and that she introduced as a mom. Now, she did have some aunts, I think, that was just like moms, and a grandmother. And then she also have Keith, who is her father, Keith Smith. So we're going to pull some cards to see who is Keith Smith, okay? Then we kind of going to pull some cards to see how he showed up for Jacky, okay? So let's jump into it. Now, as you know, Jacky passed away. She had her funeral yesterday, on Saturday the 10th. Her father spoke. Now, I didn't see her father spoke when I was watching it, but I did see him speak today when I watched another live stream of it. And, girl, what he was saying is like, sir, are you a science teacher, or are you speaking on behalf of your daughter who's in a box, a casket behind you, sir? Okay, because the only thing I heard him say is about Jacky was that, that his two daughters wanted to know which one was his favorite daughter. And he said pretty much Jacky was the firstborn, so she was the first favorite, but at the end of the day, everybody was the favorite. So that story didn't have no purpose or nothing to it. It just, that's something he said, okay? And then that was it. I didn't hear nothing else unless it was cut short. But then he started talking about that we got three brains. We got a brain in our head, brain in our heart, and a brain in our stomach. It's like, okay, what do that mean, sir? It didn't mean nothing, because he moved on to the next topic. Then he said that Adam and Eve, that Adam, I guess, was black because Adam was made for dirt and sand, brown dirt and sand, and that God reached into Adam and pulled out a pink rib, and that's how he got with a white woman, girl. So he said Eve was white. Eve was pink, so that means Eve was white. So he said Adam was black and Eve was white. Okay, that justified, I guess that's how Jacky O was made. But so you telling me that Eve was somebody who abandoned her only child? So you telling me Eve is the person that bears life and then neglects and abandons life? Is that what you're saying, Mr. Keith Smith? Okay, because that's exactly what your baby mama did. Okay, and because of that, because you didn't choose a woman that was going to stick around, this woman didn't even stick around from day one. Okay, she probably was there for a couple of days and then left you and that baby. Okay, you didn't choose the right type of woman to come into your life, and then you trying to say that the woman that you chose is the ultimate woman of all women? The audacity of Mr. Keith. Okay, the audacity. And then you created a daughter who was so confused because you clearly confused. The mama was so confused that she just left the confusion behind. And then you left a daughter who was so confused to the point that she didn't even see beauty in herself, when everybody else, the world, was telling her that she was beautiful. And she disputed the world because it got to be some type of internal source that's telling her she wasn't. And she wanted to probably know, why did her mom leave? She probably felt like her mama looked at her and saw her and was displeased on what she saw and left. You just never know what somebody could think, okay? But then here go Mr. Keith sitting there justifying and saying that E, aka the woman that came out of his rib, was the ultimate woman, okay? And his way of thinking is the reason why his daughter is behind him, okay, in a box, and he not speaking on her at all at her own funeral. Now, this is nothing to point blaming nobody. This is my feelings, this is my emotions, this is my channel, therefore I'm going to speak it, okay? It don't make me right or wrong, okay? It doesn't mean that my word is the end all be all, okay? It's just me speaking my opinion. My opinion is important and valuable on this channel. But Mr. Smith, I don't know Mr. Smith at all. This is just what I'm picking up when I'm reading, okay? The divine say we need to learn how to read with our intuition, baby, okay? These cards are not always going to be with me, okay? So, but right now they are. So we about to pull some cards on Mr. Keith Smith, okay? I first want to check Mr. Keith Smith's mental. Okay, let me check his mental first, girl, before we pull some cards, because we care over here. So let's check his mental first, okay? Let's make sure Mr. Keith is okay. Okay, be up there speaking with a mic, baby. You know they'll go get a mic before they check their mental. So let's just make sure Mr. Keith is okay. Divine angels, could you give me the best cards from this deck to describe the mentality of Mr. Keith Smith, please? Okay, this red deck could have told me too, but I just want to pull it from this deck first. Okay, girl. No, Mr. Keith Smith, it's not okay, girl. The mind is scrambled, baby. Now, is a brain up in there, Mr. Keith? You said we got 3 of them, baby. I don't see not one. Because it seems so scrambled up in there, Mr. Keith. I mean, Mr. Smith, I'm just saying. Okay, we got bombs blowing up, okay? So a mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's what I feel, okay? So, but he think he's spiritual, because this is a great card. He said he's a wise man. But is this wise man mouth open, okay? Pink, red lips, ready to talk, baby. But look at his mind. Do we want a man with a mind like that to be talking on a microphone? Girl, unplug the mic, okay? His bombs going off everywhere, okay? He's a mummy of himself. Okay, next we got exhaustion, baby. He all in his foundation is all messed up. Okay, now this person is exhausted. Is this person exhausted because of the syringes? You're a robot. Okay, we got either cigarette butts or bullets over there. We got a girl. We got, what else we got in here? We just got a shell of a man. We got a shell of a man. Okay, and this kind of like a shell of a man too. This is a shell of a man. This is an exhausted man. A man that's in his mind that's exhausted and tired. Okay? Not to judge, because who don't get tired? Because this right here is his wisdom. So his wisdom is all off. Look how his wisdom is. And then this is red card, which means his foundation. Which means from birth to 7 years old, he was exhausted. He was tired. Or he may have came from parents that had some type of codependency, some type of addiction. I'm seeing addiction here. I'm just seeing a robot, a shell of a person, okay, a shell of a man, okay. Next, because we got loneliness here. We got a lonely man that's trapped into his own body, his own mind, girl. When this woman walked out on him, he probably left him lonely. That was a big rejection in his mind. Left him a single man. Left him by himself, okay. He was already confused before he met her. And I guess he thought she was the answer to his prayers. Okay, they may have had some type of codependent relationship. But at the end of the day, in his mind with this purple card, which means in his third eye, what he see loneliness by himself, a journey of one. Okay, and he may have always felt that way ever since he was a young boy. But no, Mr. Keith is not okay. Okay, he's not okay to be on the mic. Okay, now let's see, how did Mr. Keith show up for Jacqueline? How did Mr. Keith show up for Jacqueline? Okay. That's enough cards to tell us how Mr. Keith showed up for Miss Jacqueline. Now, this is not in no particular order because I just know this card wasn't first, but it's coming out first. So, this card, it says he showed up as a victim. He showed up as somebody that prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. So, with his mind being scrambled like this, I can see that. Okay, he probably come in and probably, put some type of pity on you, put some type of, or tell you some type of sob story, then put him into the victim mentality, and in some kind of way he may come across as victimizing other people. And that's the light attributes. That's the light side of it. The shadow side is what you're gonna see when the doors are closed. That he plays the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. He has the inability to maintain personal boundaries. Okay, so it seems like he's the victim, and then he victimized you, and then but it also prevents you from letting yourself be victimized. So he may not have wanted to become the victim, but then his words say he is the victim. Okay, or he come across as a victim to Jacky behind closed doors. Now, he also shows up as a knight for Miss Jacky. So he is someone that she loved, a knight in shining armor that he showed up for. Okay, most fathers do show up like that. So for the light side, what she saw, he was loyalty. It was romance, chivalry, a honor of love, or a love of honor. Okay, so she honors him, and she probably felt like he honored her and loved her. Okay, and also he felt like he showed her how to love a man, how a man should love you. Okay, now I don't know if that's good or not, because look at the mind, the exhaustion and loneliness. That kind of let me know how Jacky felt being in a relationship with DC. Okay, because this is how her relationship is with her father. He's a victim and a knight at the same time. The shadow attribute speaks about allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. So her father was the first person to give her some type of romantic delusions. Okay, he showed up as the knight in shining armor. He wasn't a bad looking man right there. Okay, he was a nice looking young man. Okay, and I can actually see the little baby. I see facial features of the little baby that he holding, that I'm assuming is Jacky, because that's what Google told me, girl. And so I see, I see resemblance, but then you see how he holding it. Look at the body language. He kind of pulled back a little bit from the baby. He's holding her. He got her up, but he's pulled back a little bit. Look how his head leaning back. Why is your head leaning back from your baby? Okay. But either way go, he got her up. He got her strong. You see his muscles. He's holding her. He got her. So you can see how some romantic delusions can be developed here. Okay, and I'm just reading the body language on one picture. Okay, because in Jacqueline's mind, she spoke on her father, and she said she got a pretty much good relationship with him. She said she talked to him all the time. Okay, but he is the knight in shining armor. He was the first man that she loved. We got a networker. Now, networker, the father showing up as a networker. DC shows up as a networker as well. It says it enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So the father is showing up as somebody that pulls the family together. Okay, this networker, because he's all about unity. And gathering information. But what does he do with that information when he's mad on the shadow side? It said he conveys that information only for personal gains, and he spreads fears and falsehoods. Okay, that's kind of going back to that victim mentality. Okay, networking. Out there spreading false information, false lies. Okay, because guess what? You saw how he is in his head. Okay, how the mentality is of this man. He's also showing up as an advocate. He is kind of same cards are showing up for him as they showed up for DC. DC shows up as an advocate as well. It says inspires you to put compassion into action. Right. The shadow attribute speaks about embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. It's a lot of personal gains here, and that's a man. Sometimes to me, men are selfish. Okay, they have to learn how to be unselfish, because they naturally are selfish, honey. Everything is about them. When you ask a man about something, his plan, why his plan always evolved around what makes it best for him. It's like, huh? That's real bitch like. No, a woman gonna look at the plan as what's best for the whole, for everybody, the family, and 9 times 10 she gonna put herself last. But the man also gonna make his plan so that whatever the best outcome for him. That's selfish. That's selfish. Okay, a man had to unlearn that. Okay, so the next card he's showing up as a mediator. He's also somebody that gives for negotiating fairness and strategic in personal and professional life. He has respect for both sides of an argument. You know, I see both sides of the argument as a mediator, okay? But the shadow attribute shows up as somebody that's negotiating with with a ulterior motive or some type of hidden agenda, either personal or professional. So he's showing up as somebody that's personal and professional. So I wonder, was he her first manager? I wonder, was he the person that pushed her out there into the Wild and Out crew? Okay, therefore, when she brought DC home, did he tell her to go get DC? Because DC wasn't interested in her at first at all. She said that she had to go get DC's attention, and DC was mean at first. Okay, it's like DC was rejecting her at first. So I wonder, was her dadager, okay, if he was a manager or something, was he that person that negotiated stuff to get her on that show? I would love to find that out. Next, we got Monk in the Nun. He also shows up as somebody that's selfless, devotion, and single-minded dedication to spirit. Okay, that's what he shows. What he don't show is that the negative judgment of the physical world. So he got some type of negative judgment on the physical world. Okay, maybe even black women, honey. He made it clear that, honey, ain't no black woman came out of him, honey. He said he don't matter if you're made out of sand and dirt, baby. That's what he said. He said he made out of sand and dirt, baby. But his rib is pink. Sir, it's pink because it's bloody. Okay, it's white. It's I guess it's a white color, but that don't mean that that's the color of bones. Okay, calcium. Okay, but okay, go off, sir. But he said that's the color of his women. That's why his women like that. So let's see. So that's how he showed up for Jacqueline. Let's see who he really is. Let's see what's the energy. What was the real energy behind him and Jackie's relationship? Girl, where is my tarot cards at? Oh, right here in my face, girl. Right here in my face. So let's see. What's the energy behind him and Jackie, you know, days before her passing? Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, the energy was the Six of Cups. Okay, we got Six of Cups, which means they do have a good relationship as far as this card goes out. This card said that it's a parent that's given to a child. Okay, Six of Cups. They had a good relationship. Okay, he gave his cups to her, and he given her a full cup. Okay, so they had such a full relationship. You know. But it seems like he was more of giving of maybe material things versus hugs and kisses and all the stuff. Hence why he drawing back from the baby right here. And it seems like, you know, he's giving her of material things, but she more of wanting a hug, a kiss, or something like that from picking up. This also is a mother at a child. She also probably was asking questions about mother, and he wasn't able to do that, so he probably gave her gifts, you know, to kind of make her forget about it or get her mind off her mother issues. Next, we got this Ace of Pentacles, giving the money. Now, he probably wasn't able to give her money since it was in reverse. It insisted on being in reverse, even though I turned all these cards upright. But okay. So she may even reach out to him for money, and he probably wasn't able to give it. And if he did give it, he probably was only give one pentacle. Okay. He probably didn't have much to give. But then we got this Four of Pentacles energy, which is someone saving money, hoarding money, okay, keeping money to themselves, keeping money up under their. Now, why is the money up under your feet and behind your head? You holding money close to you. So it seems like money was of essence of importance to them. Now, this could be also Jackie giving him money as well. Then we also have the High Priestess. We got the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is all about all-knowing. She knows what's going on. She gives me the Wizard of Oz type of energy, which means she knows what's going on, but then do she really know? Because when you figure out who the Oz is, it's like, honey, the Wiz is like, you just a little short little man that just with a microphone. Again, okay? So we got the High Priestess. Like, there's something that was known here that was not said, okay? You know, but you're not speaking about it. You're not expressing it. And then we got this Five of Cups energy, which speaks of sadness, missing 3 cups. 3 cups are wasted here, but don't worry, 2 cups are behind you to savage. You still have 2 cups behind you. So I'm seeing that the relationship is a giving relationship, okay? Whether it was him giving to her at a younger, or giving her material things in return of her mother not being there. But then it's also was, it could be give and take. He probably was taking it while she giving. Okay, she probably could have came to him and asked for some funds for the surgery. Who knows? But then I see somebody in the middle just hoarding money. They holding money. It's like you're not giving it out. No kind of way. You're keeping it for yourself. Okay, and then because somebody knows something over here with this high priestess energy, but they keeping quiet about it. There's some sadness about it, but it's almost like you sad now, but there's two cups behind you for you to enjoy, if you will. It's almost like, could Jacky O be a provider for him? But now, with these two cups behind you, DC gonna provide for you. But what do you know that you so-called hiding, you're not speaking of, to receive these cups and these pentacles? Okay, because at the beginning I see you guys had such a wonderful relationship at the beginning, and then it seemed like money got involved, and then things got secret, not completely dark, but we wearing black here. Are we at the memorial? Are you mourning your daughter, but you still got something? You got those two cups behind you. What are those two cups? So let's find out more about this. Let's see, let's pull from this deck. Let's find out more about this. It starts getting kind of sticky right here with this Four of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on with this Four of Pentacles situation. What's going on here? Why is the father or Jacky hoarding money? Is he asking for money and she got to hide her money, protect her money? Or is he asking for money for her and she's not giving it, and he's taking money and hiding money and hoarding money from her? If he was a manager or something like that. Let's find out more about this Four of Pentacles energy. Give me more about this Four of Pentacles. One more, please. All right. So the cards that we have here for this Four of Pentacles is like a clear solution. Okay, so that means somebody needed some type of light, a ladder to see themselves through some type of dark situation. That you need a fairy, some type of fairy to shine some type of light on the truth, so that you can have a clear solution, okay? A clear plan, a clear solution that we all can see and understand, right? Next, Candy Cane Angel. It's time for a retreat. It's time for a treat. It's time for a treat. Somebody getting a treat here. If we had a clear solution. Now remember, we already know how the mind was. We asked him what his mental is. Okay, we saw what the mental was. Now we got somebody that's hoarding money, saving money, hiding money. And now it's time for a treat. What type of treat? A pentacle? Is a pentacle your treat? Okay. From the candy cane, from the blonde young lady. What's going on? Let's see what the next card come out. We got autumn is my last chance. We got a last chance at something. Please don't lose hope. So it seemed like with the Four of Pentacles, there was some type of clear solution for money, okay? Because at first, I guess the solution wasn't clear. I was asking for money, because remember, the Pentacle was in reverse. It's like, I'm asking for money, but now you're not giving me money. But remember all that I did for you when you was little? But it's like, Dad, you're supposed to have did that for me. You was my father, okay? Well, your mama won now. I get that, okay? You chose her, okay? But there was a clear solution. So it's like he needed a clear solution for what's going on. And then it's time for a treat. What type of treat, Daddy? What you need a treat for? A candy cane from this sweet little angel here. And it's like, well, this is his last chance. He can't lose hope because he's trying to get some type of fortune, some type of pentacle. Okay? Now, let's see. Let's put this on Jacky. Okay, Jacky, I see Jacky may have a clear solution. She walking through the dark with her father, okay? And it's like with the candy cane angel, she knows she's used to giving treats, probably giving money to him. And it says, and I see her with an apple in his hand, and says, instead of me giving you this unhealthy treat or this treat, this candy, this whatever this is, I'm going to give you something healthy. I'm going to give you something that's better for you. And I wondered, did he want it? Okay, because she's looking sad giving it. It's like, okay, I'll give you this apple. But then again, this person got bat wings on. And I don't see her as bat wings. I see her with the candy cane wings. Somebody came in and gave some type of special treat to him with the angel wings. Okay? And then I'm thinking this is a poison apple. Okay? Because you know what the apple represents in a fairy tale. Okay, let's get a little bit more on what's going on with this. Okay? Give me more about what's going on with this. It's time for a treat with this Four of Pentacles. What is meant by it's time for a treat with Keith Smith and Jackie's relationship? Oh, Lord. No, Mr. Keith. No, Mr. Keith. Not the sacrifice card. It says renunciation, to renounce somebody, girl, to let go, offering. It's like he made some type of offering of his daughter. The candy cane. Remember the treat? And I said, this is her. Because I see her with angel wings, with some type of candy sweet wings. Not this person with this devil wings, with this bat wings, these dark angel wings. Okay, and this person right here kind of got some dark wings too. Okay, so it's like it was a treat, some type of treat. Okay, you sacrifice your candy cane angel for something, for money, because you got this Four of Pentacles that you're trying to hoard some type of money. You're trying to get some type of money in. So we got some type of sacrifice here that was done. Her last day in the light. Lord have mercy. It speaks about unexpected endings, a surprise change, a sudden shift. Because remember, he got this Six of Cups energy, like this love, this energy of love, and then somehow a sudden shift happened with Mr. Keith in the middle of this reading, where money started to be hoarded, like money was the center of attention. Because remember, this Ace of Pentacles came out reversed. Even though I turned it back right, it came back out reversed again, which means money probably wasn't coming to him as he thought it should. Okay, so he was like, somebody gonna have their last day in the light, baby, with the blonde hair. Okay, he let go of somebody in the last day of their lights. Okay, because he want a treat. Remember, he can't lose hope, because he wants somebody's gonna make an offer to him. He was thirsty, craving, compulsive, and very obsessed. A lot of obsessive energy here for Mr. Keith. Okay, talking about his rib. Your daughter is not your rib, so what made you talk about your rib at her funeral? Okay, did you let go of your romantic delusions? Remember, he showed up as a knight for her, so he the one gave her some type of romantic delusions as well. Because he got some type of allegiance to a destructive ruler. Girl, but thirsty, very thirsty at the mouth, honey. Very thirsty and dry. Next, we got courtesy, thoughtful, polite, and good manners. So at the end of the day, he being nice and polite to the wolves. To the wolves of Hollywood, okay? Because he got thirsty. He got real thirsty at the end, okay? Craving something. Again, remember that robot at the beginning of his reading. Very exhaustion, that addictive type of energy, okay? I don't know, some type of addiction here. But his craving came so much, and he hoarding it, and could be stealing money, okay? And he ran out of options, got desperate, okay? To the point that he let go of his own daughter, a sacrifice, okay? And this sacrifice could be that if he was her manager, and especially got her on that Wild 'N Out show, did he push her to go to DC Fly and push her to be with him, okay? With this romantic delusion type of card, okay? I don't know. So let's dig a little bit deeper into this. What do he know that we need to know? This high priestess, okay? It's some type of information that's being hidden that we would like to know about. If you could tell us about this high priestess for Mr. Keith Smith and his relationship with Jackie, days before her passing. Girl, all these cards want to talk. All these cards want to come out for Mr. Keith. Is the first one. It says, far, far away. Girl, run far, far away. Creative daydreaming. Okay, so something, he's thinking about something. There was some type of thought, okay, all in your head. Remember, you in your head, you're not sharing it. So daydreaming, okay, it's a creative daydreaming. So creating some type of dream, creating some type of image. Okay, far, far away, girl. We got seared to fly. Oh, I don't know if that's a F. Feared to fly. So we're going to, girl, seared to fly. It says the right moment, sensing out the right timing. So it's something about the right timing. Okay, somebody being creative creating something, creating some type of image. Okay, remember this is the high priestess. They ain't letting everything be known. Okay, she hiding some things. Okay, far, far away, creating some distance. Create some distance. I'm saying far away, going away from home. Okay, being creative. Somebody was scared to fly. Okay, it's just getting on the plane, the right moment, waiting on the right moment for something to happen. Next, we got 16 with her special place. Find your own safe space, inside and out. So it seems like somebody, this giving me a lot of feminine energy with the high priestess. It's like she had some type of knowledge that was going on her, and she was scared to leave, scared to fly. It's something about a fear to fly, a fear to go far, far away. So there was something about her, and it says find your own safe space, inside and out, which means inside she had some type of discernment about going. Okay, and she don't know what it was. She didn't know if it was she had some fear of flying, because I feel like she may have had this surgery before, so she wasn't fearful of that. But it was something about her instinct that was not right about her surroundings. Okay, and she didn't let on to that, but she maybe should have, because we got this Five of Cups energy right here. Give me more about this Five of Cups energy here. Why is this Five of Cups? This Five of Cups could represent 5 people that surrounded her that loved her or should have loved her. But these cups are empty. These cups have been poured out. Okay. So give me more about this Five of Cups energy for Keith Smith and Jacqueline's relationship at the time of her passing, please. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's see it. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I knew a lot that wanted to come out. Okay, let's pick it up. Let's pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Okay. I think the energy is all behind Mr. Keith, and the woman that he made the baby with. Okay, it's all about her foundation. Okay, and it seemed like his mental wasn't always right neither, especially the way he was talking on that mic. We got nonsense. Okay, full of nonsense, unnecessary talk. It's time to talk sense again. What did I just got done telling you? It seemed like he just talked a bunch of nonsense. Nothing was making sense to her. He talking nonsense in her ear, left her confused. Okay, left her in her emotions and her feelings. She holding this Queen card, which means he ain't giving her no real answers about the queen in her life, the mother in her life. Okay, the blonde girl wanted to know. Okay, look at it over here. He claimed he white. He thinking he white. Sir, no. Okay, you're still the dark person in the family. Okay, but nonsense. He speaks a lot of nonsense with an exclamation mark. So he's known for nonsense and not making sense when he talk. Okay. Now we speaking about this Five of Cups energy, which means some things he was saying probably wasn't making no sense. Okay. Next we got the right way. Learning to create what you desire. So somebody, look at this frog now. Okay, is that DC? I don't know, girl. Look at this frog now. Both of them are looking at this crown. Both of them are looking at the crown. The crown represents high status, high standards, loyalty, royalty, fame. Okay, but it says the right way 21, and we got this letter here. Okay, everybody, both of them looking at the crown, they're not looking at each other, and it's learning to create what you desire. Okay, somebody creating, somebody created something here. We're talking about Mr. Keith here. Okay, so he definitely created her. He's her father, but it says the right way, to do something the right way, Mr. Keith, because the stuff you be talking about don't make no sense. Okay, so if you got this type of delusional way of thinking, that means you're kind of delusional, right? Allegedly. It says message for a rabbit. Okay, message for your child, for your little bunny. It says service to the animal world. So it seemed like there was some type of message for a message that was sent to Jacqueline. Now look at these people right here. A message for your rabbit. Now what type of message you got with red eyes? Girl, what kind of blood message is that? Because the eyes are blue everywhere else. The eyes are brown and blue. Then now here all of a sudden the eyes are red. You got a message. Okay, it says, who are you in this world? It says, who in this world are you? Getting to know the new you. Okay, so somebody trying to figure out who they are, okay, and trying to let somebody not forget who they are, okay. Probably it's giving me that energy, and look at that egg right there. See, I was just about to say, it's giving me that energy of your parents not letting you know where you came from, who you are, how you wouldn't be nothing without them, okay, with that egg there. It says, who in this world are you? Like, who you think you are? Okay, you wouldn't be nothing without me. You wouldn't have this without me. I'm the one who told you to do this. I'm the one who told you to do that. And that's him talking this nonsense again. It's like he would talk this type of sense to her and be in her ear, okay, and make her feel a certain type of way about getting to know the new you, who she is, especially from birth. Okay, he probably even go to her and ask questions. I see her always going asking about her mother, and the same thing that her children are gonna do to DC. The thing about her children is they're gonna have videos to watch. But I don't know if she had that type of stuff. So it seems like she went and asked about her upbringing, from birth to now. And, want to know who she was. And he would give her all type of nonsense stories. Okay, probably biblical stories talking about how she came from his rib and his girl. Oh, this is a scary looking card. It says, manage to be glad. Okay, that looks scary. And she holding up. I thought it looked like a skunk and looked like two skunks. It says create your own happiness regardless of the conditions that you are in. So it seems like somebody was in some type of conditions and they were not happy. That's why they said this card said somebody needs to create a sacred space, which means they need to create. I feel like Jacqueline was not in a safe place with his family. Okay, and a lot of people are not in safe places with their family right now. It's a time of that. Okay, and I feel like if you got a sense to move, if you got a sense your intuition is telling you something about family, you need to leave and move, because right now is a time I see a lot of family coming against other family. Okay, because that's one way to get close to a chosen one. Because the chosen one can always love and honor and cherish their family. So usually a family will be the one that'll take you out, honey. Okay, with pride, but you have the instincts to know. Okay, so you need to know when to create a safe place for you, whether creating a safe place means moving or having a lock on your door or having protecting your mentality. Okay, some things are not physical, some things are mental. You gotta learn how to protect yourself in all ways. Okay, but you gotta manage to be happy. So it seems like Jacqueline always took the bad in life and try to manage to create her own happy place. Okay, even though her eyes, to the point, it's like at this point now, she's not seeing things clearly. She's just seeing what people are saying and what people are giving to her. Okay, and she's just creating a life out of the stink of the mess that she have. Okay, instead of having two cats, she got two skunks here. Okay, so it's like you giving it's like you having horrible conditions, but you trying to make it right. You trying to make it beautiful. Okay. Next, we got investigate. That's what we're doing, honey. It said we need to investigate the situation, look closely, ask questions, and think before acting. Okay. So they said this situation needs to be investigated. Okay. And that's what we're doing here. We need to investigate because we got that egg again, okay, with the kids. We may need to be looking into these kids. Are these kids safe, okay? I see a lot of empty eggs around. I see this giraffe back here that could possibly be something for the kids, but then the giraffe is neglected and abandoned back there, looking like where the kids, okay? The egg is empty. I see little mini fires going back here, okay? I see little people walking away. Oh my goodness. It said look closely and ask questions and think before acting in this situation. So some people was not thinking before acting. You definitely weren't thinking about your kids if you sacrifice or anything like that. You weren't thinking about Mr. Keith, wasn't thinking about Jacqueline, and maybe even DC Fly wasn't even thinking about his kids. Okay, you weren't thinking about the bigger picture of how hard life gonna really be for you. Okay, so you done created these many fires that you're gonna have to put out. But investigation definitely needs to be done here with Mr. Keith. We got becoming braver. It says resilience, experience, growing stronger, and a fresh perspective. Again, you in this energy right now, you need a fresh perspective for real on what's going on, because your cups are empty. And I don't even know if you know they're empty. They are empty. But yet you sad over those empty cups when they never was full. Those cups was never filled for you. Okay, because I don't think the people in your life have full cups to even offer you, and your cup was empty because you was lacking something. You always felt like you lacked something or you needed something, because it just given me from birth she had some issues, and Mr. Keith didn't have the answers for her. Okay, and then we have shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. Okay, but do it look like she gonna make it through this? Okay, because again, this little blonde girl, okay, shine bright like a candle. It's a lot going on in her head. She all in her emotions. She trying to create, okay, creating with children. She creating and she's so empty. Look at her eyes. You can't see past those eyes. They're so glossed over. They're so dark, even though they blue. She's sad. And then we says keep your temper. Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Okay, so we got a sad girl, and then we got the girl with the Chester cat, with the evil cat baby. It says, and it's a red card, which means we got a girl that was blue, but then we got the girl and her cat, whatever her this is. We got an anger issue here. Okay, and it's falling right up under this the right way. Okay, keep your temper. Okay, do things the right way. And then it falls up on the investigation because you clearly didn't keep your temper and you clearly didn't do things the right way. So we need to question what you just went through. And then it says lead the way. Become a leader. Become a leader. Show others how it's done. You can help others. Okay. So we got a bunch of birds, seabirds around trying to feed off of her. We got a lot of people that's going to be eating off of Miss Jacky O. A lot of birds, okay? They look like a bird prayer circle. A family praying circle, honey. So the whole family going to eat, baby. Okay, that's the two cuts behind them. They're going to be okay. They're going to brave through this, okay? Miss Jacky instincts was off because you can't distinguish what's going on with friends if you can't even distinguish if a family is good, because family's supposed to love and cherish you. And if you got a toxic family, then you kind of grow to love that toxic family. You don't know that it's toxic. You don't know any different, okay? And so as much as you try to shine bright through all the darkness and the chaos, you know, a candle could only show you so much, okay? Especially if you got people that's in your ear talking nonsense, okay? And you don't know who you are in the world, and the person that you do act talking nonsense, talking crazy, nothing is making sense that they saying. You try to manage your happiness. You're trying to create your own happiness, and you over here kissing frogs just for the frog to be in competition with you, okay? And then the ceiling of it all is like keep your temper, okay? Don't allow anger to rule you. So it seems like there's anger issues here with a sad girl and somebody who needed to be brave to find a safe place for herself, because I feel like Jacky was not safe in none of these spaces, okay? Because even the people that's around her, okay? All the people that's eating and feeding and want something. Because when a bird come around you, is a bird coming around you because he love you? No, he want to know you got any crackers and seeds and the nuts in your hands, baby. They want to know what you got. Okay? They want to feed off you. Okay? That's kind of the message they send when you out on the beach. And then, honey, the last time I was on the beach, honey, they was like, they weren't even asking. They were swooping down and just taking, baby. I'm like, oh, hell no. They were swooping down taking, baby. So, yeah, we got a lot of negative judgment, okay, because she never received answers about who she was, who she is, okay. Why do I look this way and not like that? Why do you look this way? And why my aunt, you know, you never had answer. Where's my mom? So no real solid answers. I see a lot of people around her with hidden agendas, personally and professionally. I feel like it was a lot of her business that was mixed in personal and professional. I feel like I'm going to look and see if her father was a manager or something, but it seems like he given manager. That's why DC is kind of mixed in professional. She met DC on her personal and business life was mixed in with DC. Okay, I feel like even her friends, business and personal life is mixed in together. So it's kind of like you can't see who your real friends are and who your coworkers. And if you know, coworkers are not real friends. Okay, they're just people that you have a good time with or that you can work with and you got to get along with at work, girl. But when you try to transition them into your real life, it just hardly ever goes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, she just needed a special place, okay? And it's like she really needs to fly away from the situation. It says the right moment and time that she needs to get away from it, but she was too afraid to leave the situation. She felt a sense of being stuck. So what she tried to do was create a sacred space for herself. But it's hard to create a sacred space when you're surrounded by people who's feeding off you again. And they're feeding off your energy, your light, and the things that you have to offer. But they're calling it family and love. So that's going to be the reading for Mr. Keith Smith, okay, and his relationship with his daughter, Jacqueline Smith. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch me on the next one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.